is I'd like you to have a quick look at the shape of the road under your feet, and also a quick look at the way the road is going through the Wicklow Gap, and double check that your maps are orientated properly. So you might need to do a tiny little adjustment. So you've told me that green is lowlands, farmlands. How about brown?
Fire.
Yeah. And the darker brown it gets, what's that?
State fire.
And it's not that it's steeper ground, it's higher ground. So every, say, 100 metres it gets a slightly darker shade of brown to get darker and darker as it ascends. Do you know what the distance is in real life from one side to the other side?
1 centimeter is equal to 5 meters. 1 kilometer.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's exactly 1 kilometre from one side to the other side. How much height gain is there between each contour line?
50?
20.
50, 20, 10.
Oh, sorry, between each contour line.
Yeah, between each.
There's about 5 between each of them, they're 50 apart, so
Okay.
10 meters.
10 meters.
Yeah, 10 metres between each contour line. So if you were standing at the bottom of some steep ground, and if you wanted to work out how much height you'd be ascending, say for example if it was Carrantoo Hill, and if you counted 60 contour lines, how much height ascent would that be? Exactly, yeah. So again, that can be a good way of working out how long your walk might take you. You can say, well, over the day I'm going to be climbing 1,050 metres, so that means that's going to take me quite long. I've just sent the guys off. They're working in pairs and they're heading to a spur which is about a kilometre and a half away around the side of the reservoir. They've 4 or 5 points that they're working on, and I've set them off by themselves because the 2 key points that they're going to be using, the first one is they're going to be really in touch with the ground under their feet. So I've asked them, what's the ground doing? Is it rising? Is it flat? Is it descending? And as long as they stay in touch with what's happening under their feet, they should be fine. And then the second thing, which is really important, is what we call a cut-off point. And that's if they walk too far, what's going to stop them. So they've told me if they walk too far, they're going to reach the spur and then start descending. And as soon as they start going downhill, they'll realise they've gone too far. So using those 2 things, hopefully they should reach the top of the spur.
Yes.
Can you trace that spur with the compass?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is that spur now in real life? Can you see it?
There it is.
Okay. Just beyond the spur, the contour lines, yeah. Just where the full stop is. Do you see that big wide gap between contour lines?
Right.
What's happening in that big wide gap? What do you expect to see?
Flat plane.
A flat plane. Can you see that flat plane in real life?
That over there, is it? Yeah. Maybe, no, I don't think I can. I think it's beyond that.
Yeah, no, Liz is right.
Is it?
It's the flat plane just down there.
Yeah, okay.
It's like you're joining the dots because can you see the spur stretching in front of us?
Yes.
That's a descending finger.
Yeah.
Wrap the top of the bag. If you've got space, you put 2 people into it. Apparently, if you're hypothermic, you actually take off their clothes. Well, I think you still keep on their underwear. take everything else off and get them into it. That's kind of, that's up to your own discretion really, as to, I'd say maybe from the camera don't be doing that. The other thing we have is a space blanket. Has anyone seen these?
I got one in my bag.
Yeah. Okay, so again, you can tear open this packet and you can use that. And the final thing is a tissue. And you just take it out of its bag, and it's like a massive parachute, and you can get everyone inside it, and you can sit down on the ground and you pull it in underneath you, you trap it underneath your bums, so your body heat is trapped inside here and it warms up quite quickly. So we'll give one group the tissue and we'll give one group the bivy bag and the space blanket, but apart from this, it would be great to see you improvising with what you have in your bag. And in fact, even if it's a spinal injury or a head injury, even if you're going to do them more damage, you still lift them up and you get stuff underneath them. Because if it's a spinal injury, you may or may not do them further damage, but if you just leave them on the ground, you'll definitely do them further damage from hypothermia. So you do lift them up and get some. Having said that, you know you are very careful.